Disclaimer. I'm here for a quiet drink. I don't want no trouble. I always say that before this poem simply because the reason, or what the poem is about. Like I said, sometimes we don't get the space to just fully express ourselves. And then when we are doing it, sometimes it's ignored, especially by the one or the ones we would like to hear us. So this one is called My Silence Makes You Uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just a poem. Can we talk? Can I ask you a question? Two of the most repeated phrases I hear when my silence is causing you an unusual sensation. In your belly, deep down in your soul. Sometimes it's simply a lump in your throat. At this point, it infuriates me because I know the conversations have already been had. I know the questions have already been asked. I know the answers have already been given to those questions. But there was no interest shown at the time these words were being withdrawn from my soul. So I realized I was speaking to myself, not pouring my hurt out, but simply devaluing the contents of my soul. There was no importance placed on me telling you how I feel, what I feel, why I felt the way I've been feeling. Because in the same way I was taught to never feel, it's the same way you were taught to never understand me as I'm regurgitating these feelings, whether or not they burden me. You've been desensitized. You don't even know when I'm keeping it real, and if you say you do, you don't, because you don't even know how to receive me. Because I wasn't shouting, my words held no meaning, so they're of no value to you. That's the script you were given. Me expressing myself without it being an argument, a disagreement, without it being off the back of some awkward moment isn't real, so it is ignored. Me being civilized in this costume, which is my skin, automatically makes me invisible to you and your conscience that just want to judge me as soon as I step through the door. No matter how important what I have to say is, it is of little or no importance, because I articulate myself in such a way that doesn't match the face that's attached to this mouthpiece. But let me help you pick your disappointment up off the floor. Why are you so focused on playing master of emotions, using them to oversee your every interaction for your benefit? That's the script you were given. The free use of your emotions has caused them to lose their value. This irony is nothing new. So now, I'm silent, and there's value in my silence. It came at a very high price, one that not even I can afford. Because every second of silence is paid for with the value of time, time that is now being ignored, time that is forever lost, wasted away, so valuable still, I readily squander it at the drop of a dime, watching its contents drain away. The only time I'm heard is when my silence is driving you insane. Again, this is a you thing, never for my benefit in any of the presented case. Now we get a phase where you only listen to respond, and I get a rerun of what caused me to initially shut down. And the cycle keeps spinning with its intended motion. You playing your part that has been programmed, I the co-actor doing an equally brilliant job. My silence is indeed golden. Situations around me, I use them as collateral. I'm truly afraid that I might not be able to undo some of the damage that has already been done. My silence sometimes makes even me uncomfortable. And if I choose to, it can be a weapon. But now, I use my silence to heal my wounds. Because whenever we speak, our conversations just only seem to cause new ones. Can we talk? Can I ask you a question? Can we talk? Can I ask you a question? Yeah, he's having fun again. Jeez. Yeah.